very, very excited. I think we took a lot out of last week's game, and I think we feel that we're getting some momentum from that. And the best part about it is that there's no need to try and get guys up for any training session because they know what's waiting, and they know what's at stake, and they're obviously all excited and motivated. And so the vibe has been unbelievable this week.
Chris, just the battle with the captain, obviously Ruan. Now, have you played with him here at Western Province? You know him as a character. What type? Just tell us a bit about his character and the type of person he is and what to expect.
I played 2015 with Ruan. He's a good egg, and I think what he's done there is obviously quite special. He's been captain there, and they were the top of the log. So I think he's quite pleased with that. And then he knows how to run a line out. So we're expecting, and we've done a lot of work on that, and we're looking forward to that challenge because that's what they'll bring. They'll bring good line out plans and good scrum plans, and for us as a forward pack, we know that that's our responsibility is to look after that department.
Chris, the coach said you place it's always an emphasis the game line, but especially this week.
Sure.
Can you speak about that challenge a bit? Taking on the line, putting pressure on that half-back pairing that there.
I think in the whole Currie Cup, they're probably the guys that rely the most on that front foot dominance. They're good at it. Their forwards come around the corner, hard. They've got good, strong ball carriers who then give the halfback pair nice time on the ball and front foot ball. So I think our focus, I don't know what Dobber was exactly talking about, but I would think our major focus being obviously stopping that momentum, and when we're carrying the ball to ensure that we can get some momentum if possible and make sure we get over the game line. But definitely something that we focused on this week.
And Cobus Pisa obviously falls into that category,
100%,
right?
yeah.
I mean, obviously he's a young guy, and he's got a lot of potential. What do you expect or asking of him this week as a captain?
Yeah, I think firstly, like you've mentioned, that physicality, he's nice and abrasive and stuff, but I think the secret to our two games that have gone better than the others, I think, of the last two, was the work rate of the forwards off the ball. And for me as captain, I just want Cobus to work, and sometimes it's not that pretty, but do a lot of the hard graft to ensure that the backs get good ball.
Talking about the backs, the only change to the Shark side is in Sibuinko. So you know what talent he is, but then they've got on the opposite end of the scale a guy with loads of experience in Oliver.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just your opinion on that.
I think they've got a good back line. Like you said, they've got that experience as well, and I think they've got that experience. You've got Odwa, but you've also got Louis at scrum off, who brings a lot. And strong centres, but I think I think the big threat there is also that Kerwin was going to kick well, and I think maybe different to last week is that penalties in range they'll probably want to kick, and Kerwin will kick them well. So I think that's also another threat that they offer, is the conversion of those penalties.
How do you stop him from drop kicking?
I think with pressure. At breakdown, and you've got to make sure that they don't get that ball at ease, at the breakdown. I think that's the best way, because it definitely will be part of their plan. I'm sure they'll want to get a couple, and pressure on the kicker itself as well.
My sound like a silly question. Is this just another normal game for you, a normal match for you, or is this a final you guys are going into? And the reason I'm asking this question is that, do you need experience going into a final, or can you go into this match as a lot of inexperienced players? I was just looking at some of the players who played in 2014. The likes of Sibelius and Nightwell, and Nizam Carl was there, Hugh Proprietors, whatever. Do you need something special going into it?
I think when you talk about experience like that, I think it's definitely nice to draw on guys who have been in that situation before. I don't think it's paramount, but I think it can definitely help for them to share, or give guidance to others, maybe guys who are inexperienced, and just offer some insight into what it's like and what it's like to be involved in a final. It's definitely not a normal game, and I think we've done a couple of things this week to ensure that the guys that haven't been at one are very aware that it isn't just a normal game, and they must be ready for something special. And the other thing is, I think it was either JC or Nemo who said, and I've also mentioned that it's important to enjoy it. It is a final and it is away, but it's an experience that a lot of people would give their right arm for, and I think we said that at the beginning of the week. You must make sure that you enjoy the experience first and foremost, because it doesn't come around that often.
You can understand the expectations was very big in the Western Province to get some silverware
I understand that very clearly, and we're not going up there to take part. I mean, in a final, we truly believe we can do this, and we're definitely hungry and want to go and bring back the Currie Cup.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll have some one-on-ones on that.